This is Never Summer headquarters. I'll show you kind of how we get started. Here's a bunch of raw wood we just purchase and buy. It's like aspen and birch. That's really cool because most snowboard companies don't build their own cores. So we purchase our own stuff, the raw stuff. You know, we take it from the big blocks and whittle it down on P-Tex and you know, attach the P-Tex to it. This is where we make all of our cores. The whole name for this thing is the Flight Core Program. As of about 4 seasons ago, we didn't even have any of this back here. This room wasn't built, and we didn't have any of this equipment. We purchased everything since then. We were disappointed with the quality of our cores and really wanted to push things and make things lighter where they wanted them to be and tougher where they wanted them to be, more responsive how we wanted them to be. So we decided to just take things in our own hands and purchase all the equipment, get our guys trained, and start building all the cores. You see the inserts? That's where you eventually attach your bindings. Fiberglass is extremely important to a snowboard. We believe one of the most important aspects to it. And the stuff we use is roughly 4 times stronger than what everyone else uses, so that's a big part of what Never Summer does. This is our die cutter. It's basically a big cookie cutter. So all the base graphics you see there, you can see the tops of next year's snowboards, and then you can see all the base designs. And what we do is after we design our base graphic here in the computer, we send it down the street. What's up?
What's happening?
What you doing?
You know, the
working on sweet stuff.
Yeah, new graphics.
Cool. What else you guys doing? You got a lot of prints up.
Yeah, getting all the proofs ready.
Hair tag. What do you guys? What's the latest?
Let's see. Probably the Icelandic stuff. We just got all those done.
Right on.
The proofs.
All the skis.
Yeah, the skis.
Pilgrim.
We're head on skate, I think.
Nice. Yeah, everything's looking good. Circuit tight, ransom tight, heritage red tight.
And what this does is this heat transfers the actual ink that's on the paper straight to the coax material. All right, from here we give Daniel our final products, and we have to dust them again, make sure, because when they go into the press to actually make the snowboard, if there's even like a little piece of dirt, you'll see a divot in the actual snowboard. So that would not be a first quality. Needs top taping them so when they go into the press for the actual snowboards, they don't get scratched or ruined at all.
The Eagle came about maybe about a year before I was at NS, and I know like the owners, Tracy and Tim, are really big into, you know, America, US. Obviously being based here, it's really difficult to run a snowboard manufacturer out of the US because it's so expensive. But the thing is, they're really passionate about building here. They're not going to build overseas. And so they said, I know they said, you know, we want an emblem that really is, you know, USA, yay, USA, all that good stuff. And
pretty much where the Eagle came from.
Yeah, and really that's what it was. It's like, well, they're starting to think about different icons of the U.S. and all that. They didn't just want to play around with stars and some different iconic imagery, but the Eagles more what they headed toward, and that's really just how it happened. And for about a year, it was really weird. It was like all cockeyed. The Eagles' wings were offset.
Oh, weird.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it was really nice. Sorry, Brad. And
yeah.
the other art guy before I did. And Brad and Sam drew it, worked on it together. And then when I got there, we just made it more symmetrical, so it looked
more of a solid logo, basically.
Yeah, more of a symmetrical logo looking piece. And that's just how it ended up. And
now we use it on everything.
You didn't hear about what these guys did on Monday? It was the most wild Monday I've ever had. You didn't hear about it at all?
No, I don't know.
I was in the back of the factory. I walk out, it looks like MTV's friggin' spring break in the parking lot. I swear to God. I walk out and on the dock, and I'm like, oh my God. And there's 2 luxury limousine buses out there, like the really pimped out ones.
So where are we going?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a white one and a black one, shiny, just beautiful. There's a bunch of dudes out there with girls like up on their shoulders, and the girls are all in bikinis, just woo, just screaming,
party.
Yeah, going crazy. And yeah, but there's, I don't know, maybe 50 people out there, at least 50 to 100 is what it looks like. And just heads everywhere. People start jumping up on the dock.
Oh God, you're all
reverse,
back up.
reverse jock dumping, jumping,
Oh, wow.
and they're like running, like walking in the
Hucking
factory.
girls in.
So there's like, yeah, like cute girls everywhere. Half of production stops, like come out to like see what's going on. All the dudes in masks are there, just like, oh my God, looking around all the girls, and then the other production just doesn't know what's going on while those guys stop. And I get Tony to help me put stickers on the buses. I get permission from the limo guy to do that. So we're doing it. People are still everywhere. People walking all over. I can hardly concentrate because something's going on. I put stickers on, and then as I'm like pressing one down on the window, there's like 3 girls getting the other side of the window. Yeah, all just lift up their bikinis and start pressing themselves against the window. And I'm like, oh, and I start laughing. And I'm like trying to put it on, and like act like I'm trying not to look. You know, like, it's like, it was wild. If we're doing just snowboards, we might produce 125 a day, but it's rare that we do just snowboards anymore. We've got the Premier, which is one of our most popular free ride boards. This is one of next year's, and really happy with the way the graphic came out. The construction's gotten better. We're also putting rocker on 11 of 12 snowboards. Our RC technology, Vario Power Grip, which gives the board the opposite of what people are actually used to. Normally snowboards have a camber shape where they're like that. Now they're shaped like this. But we actually put camber in the tips and tails, so they actually go camber, reverse camber, camber. Makes it really fun, really poppy, even lighter than before. And it's just something that's insanely fun. It makes it easier for beginners. It gets beginner closer to intermediate, intermediate closer to expert. So it's easier to turn. But we put the camber in the tips and tails because it's what really helps you grip when you get hard packed situations. A lot of boards don't have that. That's kind of our deal. Typically, when you're at the store and you're looking at a snowboard, all you ever see is this outside edge. That's actually what you're turning on. These teeth are what go just inside the snowboard and hold everything together. And the reason they don't pop out is because these teeth are just held in there really tight. Here's the edging process. You can see all the edges getting put on. This is cool. I think it's another thing that we do that really shows our hand craftsmanship, shows we care a great deal about our snowboards, and is a big reason why we have a 3-year warranty. No one else does. You see them placing them on, put the edges on. You know, they work swiftly, but they're really good at what they do. They're really careful. We have a pretty solid crew here. That's the Premier. This is cool. We keep getting pieces of the Premier today. They were building it out there. We saw the graphic, getting the base, and now they're putting the edges on the Premier. What's up, Seth? You see he's just going through the edges. This is what's like the really fine-tuning stuff. You can see how shiny and nice the bases are after they've been waxed, perfected. They also look for mistakes. If there's the tiniest little nick, absolutely anything wrong. If the board is 99.9% perfect, there's that just tiny percent that's wrong, then it becomes a second, and then we can sell those to other industry people, or it's a board I might take or something like that. But it doesn't go to a shop. We don't sweep anything under the carpet. We don't want that in consumers' hands. It's you know, it's perfection or nothing at all. There's a serial number engraver. You see that gets put on there. We still have the clear film on that was on there at the very beginning. This only gets peeled off at the very, very end. There's no other headquarters. This is it. Everything gets boxed up and shipped from here out to every shop nationally in the US, and also to every shop internationally and every distributor nationally, whether it's Korea, Germany, Switzerland, whatever. We got a bunch of places that sell our stuff. So it all starts right here.